Her man checks all the boxes except when it comes to emotionally supporting her. Pretty big box. Should she ditch him or date him?
Should I ditch? Should I date? Go for seconds on my plate. We went out, but I have doubt. Can you help figure it out? Should I kick him to the curb? Or would that just be absurd? Dump him now, or should I wait? It's the Bert Show's ditch or date.
As a guy that just moved into a new house, I know that there are different size boxes. You got little itty bitty boxes for the crap in like your bathroom counters, right? You got little boxes to put the stuff from your throw all my crap in this drawer box, right? And then you've got your wardrobe size boxes where you just throw all of your clothes to move. When you have a man that is not supporting you emotionally, that is the wardrobe size box, right?
You are right. This is like
That's
our
fair.
different size red flags.
Almost broke the show up.
You have a shoe box, you have a moving box, and you got a refrigerator box.
So we're going with 3 boxes. Are we sure?
Right now.
Okay.
Hit me later. I'll add
Right.
2 more.
Yeah, Crystal, think of this. Tomorrow, there'll be 12 boxes to choose from. This is a pretty big one, though, to check off here if he's not being emotionally supportive. If you've got something going on in your life, go ahead, hit us up at thebertshow.com. Mo has the email.
Hey, guys. Love all y'all. I've been a long-time listener, but never had the guts to ask for advice on the craziness in my life. So, I'm a mom of 3. My youngest and I share with my fiancé. He's a sweet guy who's taken on my other 2 children from a previous marriage. He's a good father to my children. However, he struggles with keeping the romance alive in our relationship. Little backstory. We've been together for 5 years and engaged for roughly over a year now. I struggle with depression and have been ever since I was a child. I've been so stressed with everything in my life, and I've expressed these thoughts and struggles to him with no communication on his end. It's literally like talking to a wall. I've told him so many times that I'm at the end of my rope, and I feel as though if he can't be there for me emotionally, then I don't see a future for us. He then tells me how sorry he is and that he is trying, and I just have to tell him what I need, which I have done multiple times since. Lately, I've explained to him that my depression is at an all-time high, and to the quote-unquote normal thinking people, I can only describe how I'm feeling as sad all the time. I told him, imagine if you're in an ocean and you're drowning, but you can't die. That's how I feel every single day.
It's awful.
Whew. To which he responded with, I'm sorry. Then sent another text saying, what did you want me to do about dinner? This is just a fine example of the support I have from him. I'm not sure what else I can do to make it clear what I need from him as far as emotional support goes. I'm just tired of feeling lonely, especially when my number one should be him. He knows that I deal with depression and anxiety. This is so apparent that our mutual friends and I make lighthearted jokes to him about how oblivious he is to stuff. Please help. Should I just cut my ties or what? I love him. I love the father he is and the human being he is and the heart he has. I'll be honest. The issues of not listening to my needs, such as this big one, I'm just not sure if I'm even in love anymore. I'm just numb and confused. Please help, and thank you for all the laughs. I always listen through the podcast on my way to work and on my way home, and it really lifts my spirits to hear your segments. I always look forward to the laughs, and I can receive from you guys, and I want you all to know that it means so much.
Glad you like the laughs. You're probably not going to get too many right now.
I know. So I think he is, not everybody's a therapist, not everybody's a psychologist. So I feel like he is ill-equipped to handle some of her struggles. And first and foremost, it's like a broken record on the show. I hope you're seeking professional help for your depression and your anxiety, because you deserve not to feel like that every single day. Like just you describing, like you feel like you're drowning, but like the feeling of drowning, but you can't die. Like that is heartbreaking to me. So I hope you're seeking professional help in some kind of manner. And then when it comes to him and giving you the emotional support you need, instead of just saying, I need emotional support, I think you have to be more specific with him. Like, I don't think it can just be a blanket statement. I feel like it has to be, when I say something like this, I need you to respond in this manner. And I know it doesn't seem fair, but some people just aren't, that's they don't innately know how to react to situations like this because they don't want to make it worse and they don't know how to make it better. So then they just don't say anything. I would not be in the ditch portion yet. This is obviously isn't his forte. And I don't know why I'm coming to his defense so much, but I think that there's an opportunity for him to get better that you just have to really verbalize what exactly you're looking for.
Yeah, not only would I suggest therapy for her, which I'm sure she's going through, but them together so he could better understand it. And I also think I used to make the mistake thinking that the one person that you're with is supposed to be your everything. And I don't think one person can provide you everything in your relationship. Now, I am not downplaying his role in this whole thing. I'm just saying that I don't think that you can depend on him solely for your happiness. Nobody can make you happy. And this guy clearly is having a really tough time attaching to this. This is just his DNA also. So I'm not exactly sure what you can do about that. Cass?
As someone who struggled fairly recently with depression and postpartum depression, I can tell you nothing your husband will do will be enough. It doesn't matter what he does, and it's not his fault. And it's not your fault either. It's just something you're struggling with. And I can tell you from my experience, the only way you're going to get out of this is, and this sucks, but it's you. You have to pull yourself out with the help of a therapist. And if you guys decide it's right and your doctor signs off, medication. Once you become your own hero and save yourself, your life, your relationship, everything will drastically improve, but it takes a lot of work and it's hard to pull yourself out when you feel like you're drowning and you are depressed. Your husband needs to be the rock that you can hold on to, but he can't fix it for you no matter how much he tries. And that is the hardest thing to hear and the hardest lesson to learn.
Like the way he's helping is by being a good father. You know what I mean? Like you have to look at the other areas where he's providing and helping. Mo?
I was pretty much going to say the same thing that Cassie said. I mean, I don't think you should ditch per se, but I do think you should somewhat check your expectations of thinking that he will actually be the person that you may think you need him to be in order to really be there for you, because it's unfortunate, but at the same time, sometimes people are not doing it on purpose. They're just doing all they can, and she really may have to be at a point where she relies on herself more than him to find a way to pull herself out this slump.
Here is Nadia. Good morning, Nadia. You are part of the Bert Show. Thank you for joining the conversation. What's up?
Oh my gosh, I'm so stoked I made it on the Bert Show.
Thanks.
So this is actually like my husband and I. He's not as emotionally complex as I am. So I would say he has like one syllable emotions and I have like 8 syllable emotions. So really what helped, and we've been together for almost 10 years now, therapy. So to Cassie's point, you've got to figure out what you're able to provide yourself. And it sounds like he's trying to provide emotional support in action. So making dinner, taking care of the kids, being there for you in other ways other than saying it, because sometimes people just don't have the words.
That's all solid right there, man. That's really solid. That's a tough situation to be in. I think the first step, like you said, is therapy, man, for sure.
And I just want to tell her, sorry, she's strong enough. I think she needs to hear this. She's strong enough to get out of this. You can do it, Em.
The Bert Show.
So first, thanks for watching. Second, you like what you just watched? That just scratches the surface. Get the Bert Show on any podcast platform. We're so good.